don't bother
I think people
Googling.
are going to be more interested in surely the fact that you were in a comedy rap group that toured England.
Go to bed before me. And you're always snug, just laid down one side.
It's not a big deal. It's just some cushions. And they look fabulous. So.
I hope I don't get in any kind of beat. I'll get too emotional.
Yeah.
I'll start breaking out on camera like, you fucking ruined my life. Doesn't matter, chicken sass. Don't worry about it.
I'm a chicken sauce, a little fry.
Are you in a fruity mood again?
I'm a chicken sauce. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens in the fruity mood.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the podcast. This is episode 9. Am I right? Yeah. We had episode 8 with my mother last week. That was very enjoyable, even though it was very stressful, because we recorded that podcast twice. And even on the latest podcast, really annoyed me that I didn't get the audio right. But I got it right this time. Yay for me.
Hooray, Angel.
I know. I was so how stressed out was I last week? How sad was I?
I thought you were going to cry.
Anyway, before we crack on, we have to wedge in the sponsor.
Wedge it in?
Wedge it in, of course.
It's a key part of this podcast.
Right, sponsor number 7 is Gandalf's Premium Pipe, Weed and Seeds. You shall not have to suffer poor quality pipe, weed and seeds anymore. Introducing Gandalf's Premium Pipe, Weed and Seeds. Your one stop for the best pipe, weed and pipe, weeds, seeds in Middle Earth. Wow, that was a tongue twister. Gandalf sources the very best pipe weed, the Shire, Mount Doom, Helm's Deep, and even an exclusive blend from Galadriel's own private stash. And yes, you will turn into a dark elven queen after a puff on this stuff. Gandalf's Premium Pipe Weed will have you shouting, "Shit, bitch, this elf's weed is dang fire, son." Gandalf's selection of seeds and weeds is unparalleled in choice and quality. So what are you waiting for? Buy, you fools! Use code I'm a servant for the secret fire welder of the flame and Anor. Anor?
Yeah.
I got that right. Use code.
So go back to the start because we need to know what the code is, Angel.
So use code listen carefully. Use code I am a servant of the secret fire welder of the flame Anor. You cannot pass. The dark fire will not avail you. Flame of Udun. Go back to the shadow. You cannot pass at the checkout for 25% off your first order. Wow. Well, thank you, Gandalf's Premium Pipe, Weeds and Seeds, for the sponsor, as always.
Fabulous.
Fantastic pipes, weeds and seeds. I can vouch for this. I've had a puff on Gandalf's Premium Pipe, Weeds and Seeds, and, I definitely shall not pass.
Absolutely. I had a puff of the stuff. And wow.
And just wow, guys, Just wow. Mm-hmm. I hope this recording is good. I'm now super paranoid. Hold on.
What?
We're going to do a check live on air. Check. Hello. Just doing me a check.
Why?
Because I'm paranoid now, just to make sure I didn't have any.
I don't think anybody cares about that stuff as much as you do.
Oh, but you got to do quality, and I'm wearing a nice shirt that doesn't reveal my belly this week either.
Oh, well done, horse. I'm wearing horizontal stripes, so I look even chonkier than usual, but that's okay, because I'm a chonky girl.
You're not a chonky girl, bless you.
I am a chonk.
How are you feeling today, anyway?
Summer chonk. Hey?
How are you feeling today? Just let's check in with you,
Check it. You're actually asking me that?
Yeah, of course.
How I feel today?
Yeah.
I feel good, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had a really nice day yesterday.
I did.
I saw my family outside, socially distancing in a giant garden, just so nobody freaks out.
Yeah, Scott, I didn't go. I had some stuff to do. I was doing some stream stuff. I was working for half the day, as in until I clocked off, and then from 5 onwards I was preparing for the work quiz.
Well, it was nice of you to ask me how I am and listen to me.
But you got to remember, Angel, this podcast is about
seconds.
me.
It's
called the Voorny podcast, not the Animal Cub podcast.
That is true.
You do know this.
Yeah,
Let's have a nice
this.
chat.
Ugh, get your hand away from me. It's
what
creepy.
are you on about?
I don't know, it just feels weird.
I just got, for the listeners, I just got all intense and I was like, let's just have a nice chat and leaned
me and put
in.
his arm behind me and the His hairs on the back of my neck stood up.
You're acting like we're just mates and we're not. You freaked out by me. Yeah, we're just friends.
We're
all
just
right,
friends.
Whatever.
Just friends who live together.
Yeah, all right then.
And they're, getting married.
Yeah, and they're getting married.
Yeah. Why not marry your best
kiss
friend?
each other.
Kiss and marry your best friend.
Now that I know your dad might potentially be watching this, I'm not going to censor myself.
He's not going to watch it. He's only going to watch the clips.
He's going to watch it.
He won't. Of course he won't. He doesn't care.
Okay,
I
enough.
love my dad to pieces, but he would much rather be doing a Sudoku or a puzzle game or like watching, I don't know what he watches. He watches racing, sports, motorsports.
I don't get motorsports.
Or out on his motorbike or something. He doesn't care what we're talking
I never get
about.
motorsports. Like, imagine you go, I always say this. Imagine you go see Formula One and then you pay all this money for a ticket and then I don't know how long it is. It's probably every half hour goes by and you just see so many cars zoom past and then you have to wait for another half hour. So, because you might as well just watch it on telly.
Well, I agree, but we're not fans.
Yeah, we're not enthusiasts, are we? So.
I mean, you'd probably go to like a gaming thing, wouldn't you? And
yeah,
you'd much rather be playing the game.
To be fair, well, I don't know. Like, yeah, then again, it's all about being there and in the atmosphere.
Have you ever been to any gaming?
Yeah.
Are they conventions?
No, I've not been to a convention, but
events?
I went to a gaming cinema that we hired out. Not we, but somebody hired out for a League of Legends tournament. It was like 3:00 in the morning. And I had a 50 sniffs gig before that. So I had to travel. I think that my geek mates picked me up on the way. It's weird. I was in this I say geek friends. We're not really geeks, are we?
What, the friendship group?
As in chaining them.
Absolute geeks.
Well, but not like geeks nerds. Oh my god.
No,
we're cool geeks.
Cool geeks.
But I was in this group called 50 Sniffs, where it's like a parody rap group, and we did a tour around England. And I can't remember where we were in this horrible pub, and about 5 people showed up to watch us. It was the best. It was my most favourite gig, to be honest. 5 people showed up to watch us in this random pub, and then it was like I think we finished the gig at like 1 or 2 o'clock, and then we got picked up by my quote unquote geek friends, and then I travelled down somewhere else I was knackered. And then I watched League of Legends tournament in the cinema. And people don't know what League of Legends is. Don't bother Googling. I think people
are going to be more interested in surely the fact that you were in a comedy rap group that toured England.
Comedy parody rap group.
Or 50 Sniffs.
Yeah, Google it, it'll come up.
The one that'll come up will be Fish
Chips and Donkey Rides. Our most successful.
And the video is really good.
It was really good. It was directed by Mark Leeming. Shout out to Mark Leeming. He is a talented director, and I think he edited it with Jimmy as well.
It's really good. It's really good. Fantastic. Fish, chips.
I mean, I hate the song now.
Yeah, I know.
But
everybody else loves it, though.
Yeah. Everybody else loves it. It was really good.
Everyone who I meet who comes from Boston always says about, I'll mention 50 Sniffs or something, and maybe it'll come up in conversation, and they're all like, oh my God, I know 50 Sniffs.
Yeah.
Like when I've been doing interviews and things before.
It is weird that I don't know how many hits that has on YouTube now. Let's have a quick look. Fish, Chips and Donkey Rides. I don't know. I think it's our most successful viral video I've ever been involved with. Secondly, my mum, me waving the finger when that got 80,000 in a night, but then it got taken down. Still not.
Somebody reported Dave for
harassing
his mother.
Oh, Jesus. It's so bad.
It's literally just a video of her coming in saying, what are you doing? And he sticks his middle finger up at her.
Yeah.
And she goes, you're not right in the head.
You're not right in the head.
And that's it.
It's currently sat at 500,000 views.
Pretty decent.
Oh, it's on Jimmy's channel as well.
I was going to say, look, he's got loads of subscribers.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? About I didn't even think, didn't even get into my head that it was on Jim's channel.
Yeah.
And I didn't even I found out Jim's channel last week. I was like, oh, you got a YouTube channel? Of course he has, because this is where he uploaded 50 Sniffs. We never had a 50 Sniffs dedicated channel. But yeah, sitting at 472,000 views. Came out in 2013. Fish, Chips and Donkey Rides. Google that if
we
you're
were listening
to
Jim's, what was that song? Fizzling.
Fizzling out.
Yeah, why don't you tell?
Rusty Sierra, I think is his. Yeah, because so one of my best friends, Jim, he's got another alter ego called Rusty. I think it's called Rusty Sierra. That's
Rusty
how you pronounce
Sierra,
it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he dropped his album on Spotify, which is really good. And one of my favourite tracks, I think, is Fizzling Out. He's definitely got this weird, unique English. How would you?
It's English, very English.
It's very. It talks like that.
Having tinnies in the park.
We're fizzling. A bit 50 Sniss. You can hear like hints of in there.
Out.
And he writes and he produces it all himself. And he's a very talented man.
Very talented.
He's a very talented writer.
Yeah.
A very talented writer.
Go and check out Rusty Sierra.
Yeah, Rusty Sierra as well.
Or just Jimmy May's YouTube channel. Really, really good.
Jimmy May. 2K subscribers. Go on, Jim, lad. Fan Dabby Dozy. I reached 1,000 subs on my YouTube channel, so thank you to anybody who did that. I need to do 1,000 subs video, which I got an idea for. Which will take me around 17 minutes to film.
That's really not a problem.
I know.
And we've got a long 3-day weekend, so might as well do it this weekend.
Oh, God. I've got anxiety about it.
Why?
I don't care about telling people what I'm going to do.
Don't tell them what you're going to do.
Why?
Because it should be a surprise.
Nah, but people listen to the podcast. Well, basically, I've got to sit in front of a camera for 17 minutes, and I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I've got anxiety about it. I don't know why.
I really don't know why.
I don't know why.
Just make the videos, Angel. Just put the stuff out there.
Okay, then.
Let's just do it this weekend. I'll help you if you need me to.
Yeah.
That's what we wrote up on the board, isn't it? Work harder, less gaming, distractions.
Less gaming, distraction, I know, yeah. We've got like a whiteboard that we put up for plans and stuff like that. And that's one of the things on there. Work harder, less game distractions. Gaming is a big part of my life, but it is a big distraction. It's what I used to wind down and let go. You get that? I am addicted.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It gives you that dopamine. You sit down in front of the computer, you put the headphones on. You listen to the boys, you play your games, and it gives you that dopamine. This is what people like. Many people don't know this as well. We literally have had like this TeamSpeak server. A TeamSpeak server, for anybody who doesn't understand, it's probably like a chat room. I call it a chat room. It's like TeamSpeak where we put our headphones on and talk through microphones and stuff like that. And we've had this TeamSpeak server that Tom pays for about 8, 9, 10 years, I want to say. I want to say at least 7 years, at least at the bare minimum. And when I got with Leanne, she was like, "You do you realise how lucky / kind of like bizarre it is that you have?" Bizarre. I said lucky, just lucky.
Like you have like I don't think there's been a night. There are odd nights here and there, but I don't think there's ever been a night where I haven't spoke to my friends on TeamSpeak.
Almost there's every always someone single in there. Night. He gets to speak to his friends.
I guess it's like a bar, though.
All night as well. And it's not like when you have a phone call or something and you got to keep that conversation going.
It's not like that at all.
It's not like that at all. It's just so easy and chill. It's like they're in the room and everyone's doing their own thing. Mm. It's like living in the same house as somebody and just being able to shout whatever you're thinking at that time.
Yeah,
and
it's like living in it's like a room a virtual room that we go in, that we hang out. There's no kind of like.
So lucky to have that.
And we have there's probably about 6 or 7 core friends that dip in and out, and like we rarely find people that we not want to, but like gel well with the group. And then the recent person we found was Tick, who's from
I've no idea.
God, where's Tick from?
I've no idea.
The Netherlands.
Okay.
I think. Oh, I don't know. God, I always forget. But anyway, we found Tick, and he's a really nice lad, and he gelled really well with the group. We found him on an online game, and we just hit it off, and that was it. He comes into the TeamSpeak now every now and again. And you get people come and go. Ships pass, but there's the core original friends, which I actually know, like I grew up with. So
for 7 years.
7 years, probably. I want to say a bit longer.
You've gotten to speak to your friends.
Pretty much.
That's so lucky.
And like I said, it's just like a laid back vibe. It's like going to the pub, I guess, like a virtual pub.
Not even like going to the pub, because you can just do sometimes whatever you want to do. Yeah.
It's nice to know that someone's just there on the end.
Yeah.
You don't. Sometimes we don't talk. You're like, hello.
Be doing whatever you're doing, then all of a sudden you can just go.
Is anybody there? Hey lads, this, that,
what
and the other.
What do you think about this?
Yeah, and it is. Yeah, it's kind of lucky to have that, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be so sad when that server, if it ever gets disconnected. It got recently it got taken down for some reason. Like it didn't work or we couldn't get in and none of us could. And it was weird. Imagine having that for 7 years. It just went away. And I'm like, where are my friends?
Really notice it.
But then again, we're all on a WhatsApp group as well anyway. So it's like,
It's not the same.
Aren't they?
It's not the same.
People might find that bizarre.
I don't know. I think it's lovely. I think it's really, really nice.
Some of my work friends are like, what do you mean? It's just, I was like, yeah, it's just, it's just there. We can chat whenever we want. I've got a support group around me.
It's not like when you got to schedule in phone calls with people.
There isn't.
Oh, are you free on Friday at 7? Okay.
Who schedules phone calls?
I have to schedule calls.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's weird. Schedule calls. I'll schedule a call in. But you could always have the TeamSpeak details. You go on well with the lads, but I think you're a bit nervous.
Well, you know what I'm like. I think everybody hates me.
Oh, God. Yeah. You do all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody hates me. It's like, Jesus. I want to talk to you, actually. The reason, by the way, why I said just then I've got a support group around me because there's massive beef going on between two YouTubers that I'm obsessed with at the minute.
Which YouTube?
I got a massive support group around me.
I know what this is.
And I just, it's so toxic, it's unreal. Like Ethan Klein, probably people don't listen to this. Ethan Klein versus fucking, what's his name?
Before we go into the shit bit, Mark Rubilay's going on the H3 podcast.
Mark
Rubier, sorry.
I fucking...
Mark
Yeah,
Rubier.
It's so hard to remember. Rubier. It's like rubbing meat. EA.
He's going on the H3 podcast. It's going to be good.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
So what were you saying,
H3 podcast, Ethan Klein versus bloody...
Did you realise that you were just rubbing your balls?
Did I just scratch my balls there? Fantastic. There you go, video
At
listeners.
length.
Boom. Did I?
I didn't know
this is how relaxed we are on this podcast now. This is how relaxed you get me. I might zoom in on that bit. Scratch. But yeah, there's... Mark Rubio is on. What was we saying? Because now I'm just thinking about scratching my balls.
Okay, you were talking about H3 and the beef that you've gotten deep into.
There's beef between two YouTubers, essentially. Keemstar versus H3 podcast. And it's just, I don't know why I'm so, like, I'm not obsessed, but I've watched probably 4 hours of footage of them two going at it. And it's just so deep and I don't really agree with either one of them. I think one's more of an arsehole than the other. Definitely. Keemstar is, I've never supported his stuff. He just seems like a toxic person, and I'm just like, nah, thank you. But these are like big players in the game, and when I'm a big player, I'm not going to get involved in any of this beef. I'll just watch it from afar and keep my mouth shut.
Okay. I think that's the best option.
YouTube beef in general. I don't want to dive into it, but YouTube beef in general, I don't know. I find it like microwavable TV to watch. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I just kind of think what it comes down to is everybody's not perfect. Just try your best. Yeah. Just chill. Just chill. Just like...
To me, it's like reading people's arguments on Facebook. When people argue on Facebook, it's
cringe.
It's just cringy. I find it exactly the same on YouTube. These YouTube beefs. I just find it exactly the same. It's just... cringy.
I understand that, yeah. That's fair.
That whole Tatty and James Charles thing. Like, goodbye, sister, or whatever it was. I mean, it was just such a cringy video. Like, what? You're a mid-30-year-old woman making this video.
Well,
I don't know.
hang on.
It was just bizarre.
Right, so imagine...
Just call him, he's your mate. And just tell him you don't like what he did.
I guess you could try getting that contact with that person directly.
She got dressed up. She set all the lighting up. She sat down and she made a full video and then edited it about how shit somebody was who's supposed to be a friend. Just call him.
The thing is, though, like, I feel as if...
I mean, obviously it's for the views. I'm not stupid. But.
Well, yeah, part of it's for the views. And also you feel like you have to explain yourself to an audience. And you have to get your message across. It's not like me and you don't have anybody to really explain to. If we got in an internet beef with... Well, if we got in a beef with somebody... Doesn't have to be an internet beef. We don't have millions of viewers to address. Where if it's all dished out, that's the problem with big internet beef. It's all dished out in front of public people, and you've got so many on one camera, so many on the other, and you kind of have to talk about it and make a video about it. I mean, if keeping silent might like be worse.
She started it. She didn't have to do a video at all.
I hope I don't get in any kind of beat. I'll get too emotional. Yeah. I'll start breaking out on camera like, you fucking ruined my life.
Yeah, you'd be terrible. You wouldn't come up with like a thoughtful, valid argument. You'd it would be emotional. Pure emotion.
Yeah, it would just be me swinging for the bleachers.
It would be rambling. It would go on for about 40 minutes.
But then I'd always apologise at the end of it. That's what will happen. Like, I get angry and I get upset, but then like about 5 minutes later I cool down and go, yeah. But yeah, it would be messy with me. I would like this is like past Dave telling future Dave, if you're going to get involved in any beef, just don't bother. You'll only cry.
Yeah.
I'll probably say the other person is right anyway, just to whatever. Yeah, go on then. Yeah, I'm an arsehole. I can't imagine what kind of beef I'd ever get into though. I won't get into it. Like, I don't poke. I'm not like a Keemstar who, definitely pokes people and looks for drama. His old channel is fucking his whole thing's exactly drama alert.
You'd just say something like a joke that someone would take wrong.
Absolutely, you are right. Because 99.9% of my life is jokes.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, it happens at work. It happens in my normal life. I have to explain to people, like, I know, like, I can't be joking all the time, but a lot of the time I'm joking. And the thing is, if I don't like you, I don't talk to you. Mm-hmm. That's my thing. Like, I try and avoid you or be really civil. If I'm taking the piss out of you, I like you a lot. Yeah. That's my motto. I look at the podcast with my mum last week. Yeah, I love her to bits. Yeah, I had to explain to someone at work.
She's one of your favourite people.
They got really mad at me. This person at work, and she didn't talk to me for 2 weeks. And I remember bringing it up. Like, okay, the stuff I said, I am joking. It's tongue in cheek, but it's like some of it is true. But then I don't care. It's like I'm joking because I would love you, and this is how I'm going to put it across. Mm-hmm. And this girl didn't talk to me for like 2 weeks, and I remember bringing it up, and I was like, "Yo, we all right? We're good." She goes, "No, actually." And like turns to me, she goes, "You said this." I'm not going to get into the details, but she goes, "You said this, and this." I was like, "Oh, mate, I'm sorry. I was just joking. Like, it's true what you say. I think you do this a lot, but like at the same time, I don't care. Like, it is what it is. I'm just fucking taking the fish because I didn't." And I got to also respect some people can't. They don't take it as a joke, or they take everything. But I'm not going to censor myself.
Also, a lot of people aren't as aware of their own faults as you are, or as willing to accept their own faults. Like, she probably knows that what you said was true, but she just don't want to accept it about herself. Some people find it really hard to look inwards and go, actually, I'm really shit when this happens, or I do this really annoying thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So you probably just think you just hit a nerve. When people get offended, it's just because you've hit a nerve.
Do you think that is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not think like sometimes that other person is generally wrong and like you've totally missed the fucking ball there, and honestly, that's not who I am?
Somebody could say to me, "You fat ugly bitch," and I'd laugh. Or someone could say,
what would hit a nerve for you, if you're being honest?
You're boring.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're fucking boring.
Yeah, honestly. Like, even
me going that.
Yeah.
Leanne, I'm live with you, and I've got to say, you are fucking, you just so boring. I felt it
in my skin on this side of my arm.
You're boring, man. Like,
I just hate it.
You've always had that problem, haven't you, though?
Always.
Somebody tells me I'm boring. Yeah, but there's that famous quote though, is it? Boring people get bored.
Only boring people get bored.
Yeah, I can honestly say, and this is me bragging completely, I never get bored because I'm not boring. But then again, some people might find the shit I do boring. I just played I played Skater
Dave,
XL for 2 hours.
When you tell me about the thickness of lines on packaging when we go to the shop, that's fucking boring, mate.
That's just my job, bro.
And when you talk to me about the different types of cables, you love it.
Oh, I love
that's
cables.
Boring to me.
God, I might do a whole.
You're boring.
I might do a whole podcast on cables.
Oh, God,
like my favourite cable at the moment is the USB. But
someone's gonna love that.
Leanne, my favourite cable at the moment is the USB-C cable.
Jesus
now,
Christ.
Not enough.
Everybody switch off. Just turn off. This
not
is
enough products use the USB-C cable.
Don't
in my
do this
opinion,
to yourselves.
I think it is a universal
Save
cable.
yourselves. It's too late for me.
you know,
I'm engaged to him.
it should be
It's
used
too
all
late
around.
for me.
I mean, the iPhone
But you guys can get away from this. Please
got
look
it's
after
still
yourself.
that
Look
Fire
after your mental
Thunderbolt
health.
connector, which is
For the
just
love
shit.
of God, look after your
they should
mental
go with
health
the
and
Google
just switch
Pixel
this off.
and just
It is so bad.
and just go with the USB-C. It's got
I
a
don't know who
nice
can-
firm connection. It can be put either way.
That's enough time, eh? It's enough now.
If there's
But
anybody
yeah,
out there listening to the podcast who
some
wants to
people-
discuss cables, please.
Some people are
come
going to
to
love
me.
that. I think it's boring. But
Who's
loads-
going to love cables?
absolutely loads of the stuff that I do is like old lady-ish.
You
I
are
love
very old lady.
sitting with a book and a cup of tea in the quiet. I love things that are quiet. I like listening to old music, like old blues music. I like going for walks. Not even anywhere in particular. I just like going out for walks. And to a lot of people, that's just boring as shit. But
Do you know what?
that's what I like.
Do you know what you said the other day? She said she got excited for one when we went shopping because we was about to buy soap, and then on the shelf above it, she goes, "Oh, there's refillables. 75% less plastic. Can we buy these?" And I'm like, "Sure, let's buy them." And then she was like, "I'm going to get two." And she grabbed two. I said, "Leanne, you only need one because it fills 2 bottles." She's like, "Oh my God, we're spending less money. We're saving the planet, 75% less plastic." And you just lost your shit.
I did, yeah.
Bless you.
It's very exciting for me.
This is how old we're getting now. And I always tell this to younger people, and I don't want to look down on younger people, but honestly, when you start thinking about, like, honestly, I'm 32 now, and I get excited about chopping. Like the other day, I was looking at chopping boards. I was thinking, fuck, I need a new chopping board.
Do you know what I was thinking? I was shopping for as well because we're moving into the new house.
What?
I was looking at summer houses where I could make myself a reading nook.
Summer houses, though, are cool. Like,
No, where I
not?
could make myself a reading nook so that I could shut myself away in my warm summer house and read books for hours.
That's cute. I don't mind that.
I even found, oh my God, it's the cutest thing. It's £9, so it's like super cheap. It's reduced.
Our below 25 demographic just switched off.
I know. It's a water, what's it called? Water fountain. It's so ugly. It's perfect. It's so ugly. It's got like fish with weird faces on it, and they're all going around this bit of coral that it's painted terribly. The fish look weird. It's battery operated, so it'll be shit, but I really want it. I don't know why. Well, I know why, because it's shit.
It's fun. This sounds fantastic.
Yeah, and I want that in my little summer house.
I'm going to be honest, I switched off.
Did
for
you?
like, I don't know what you said. Because I thought, my unbuttoned shirt's out again. My belly's hanging out. But we're putting it out.
To be fair, I get that because I do that every single time we talk about cables.
Cables.
Yeah, every single time we talk about cables, I switch off.
Please, like I said, if anybody wants to talk to me about cables, please. I bet there's like a forum out there for cables.
I wonder if it's like considered a thing, being obsessed with cables.
Like a fetish.
Well, I don't know about a fetish. It's not like you like to get naked and rub the cables.
Rub myself in cables.
Wrap them around your legs.
Wrap
Pull
them
them
around my
tight.
dick. Hello, Leon's dad.
He's not watching. Switch off, Dad.
I want to talk to... I got some podcast topics that I know off the top of my head. Leanne, how many cards have you lost now?
Bank cards.
Bank cards.
I would probably say at least 100.
How do you lose 100 bank cards?
Well, since my first ever bank card, it's quite a long time. Got my first bank card when I was like 10 years old.
Am I right in saying the bank won't allow you any more cards to be sent out? They actually charge you for lost cards now.
They told me that if I lost any more cards that they would charge me, yeah.
And since then, have you lost cards and they charged you?
Yeah, I've lost one right now.
Yep. She lost one last week, and I swear I was like, okay, we can't have any more. Like, I had to lend you my card. So I hope you haven't lost that one. God, she's looking at me and it's annoying me. Have you lost it?
I'm just thinking in
Where
my
have
head,
you put
I don't know where it is.
Oh, for God's sake, I bet you left it at the petrol station, didn't you?
No, it definitely didn't. I think it... I'll have to have a look for that when we finish.
Has anybody else lost 100 cards in their lifetime. I don't think I've lost I definitely lost one bank card. But then I think I've always found it afterwards. I'm like, I had to cancel the credit cards and stuff like that. It was really annoying.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. They just disappear. You see?
Just disappear.
I don't think it's me.
It is you.
I think it's the Pixies.
You think it's the card Pixies? I don't want to stereotype women, but like there are certain things that women traits do have.
I don't want to stereotype women, but I'm going to do it right now.
Well, there is. Like, I grew up thinking, we're not that different. And as I get older, it's like, yeah, there are definitely some things. There are exceptions to the rule, of course. But there are some things through, just either genetics or either just social things that women and men do separately. There are just things.
Okay, what?
Well, I think, like, for example, an easy one for girls, and many jokes have been made about this, is cushions. Why the hell, like, you obsessed with cushions? So we've got so many cushions on the bed that at night I have to take them off.
I literally talked about this
and
yesterday.
it takes me like 2 minutes just to pull them off. I'm like, I just want to get into bed, and you're just all snug. You always go to bed before me, and you're always snug, just laid down one side.
It's not a big deal. It's just some cushions, and they look fabulous.
I bet lots of women will agree with you, and men are just like, they're just annoying. Like, a few cushions is enough. We've got like 7 or 8 cushions on the bed. Why?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 all down the middle. Like
why?
Because it looks nice.
It doesn't.
It does though.
I think it's too cluttered. You just have 2 nice cushions.
No.
Jesus, and then you come back and there's more cushions downstairs.
Yeah.
You're holding a cushion right now.
Got to decorate the house.
Oh, I know. Before the podcast as well, another cushion appeared on the. I'm not joking. Just off camera, I had to put a cushion.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't want to live in a hovel.
It's not a hovel if you don't have cushion.
Okay then. All right. So you don't like these cushions, right?
I love that one. That's the only cushion I like, and probably the Harry Potter ones, the theme ones. They're cool.
So you've never slept on that one. You've never used any of these cushions
probably
to sleep
because
on.
they're all but I would. That's not an argument. I would not use them if they weren't there. I would use something else.
Okay.
You can't just say, but you haven't used that cushion.
You don't
because
any of these cushions, right?
I love that one.
You don't like the way that you don't like the way they look. What the fuck is that then? Over in the corner of the room, there's 3 massive plastic boxes.
That looks horrible.
Full of cables.
That looks horrible.
There's a bunch of boxes with nothing in.
I agree
on the top.
with you.
It looks terrible.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So sort it out.
Your cushions look terrible.
They don't.
There you go.
They look nice.
And there's the difference.
They look pretty.
I agree with you. You need to sort that out.
They look pretty.
I don't think that should be there.
No.
So your argument doesn't hold a weight because I agree with you. You are right.
Yeah, good. Why is it still there then?
Why is it there? Because I'm lazy.
4 years.
Lazy.
Jesus.
You're lazy. You don't do certain stuff as well.
Like what?
Another woman trait as well. Like, I think this might be just a you thing. I'm unsure though. You put things away in boxes and then don't know where they go or where they are. The little trinket boxes, and then you just.
What other girlfriends have you had that have done that?
I don't know. I once had a girlfriend, and I love this story. She really wanted me to live with her, and I, as a male trait is that you just don't pick up messages very well.
What hidden
subliminal messages that women like to.
Subliminal messages.
Yeah. But you're not like that though.
Non-verbal cues.
You do have on some hidden messages actually. But anyway, there was a time where she wanted me to live with her, and she kept leaving hints. And one of the big hints was, "I made you your own drawer." I was like, "What?"
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good one.
I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks for that." And I just carried on doing what I'm doing. She goes, "No, well, you know, just let me show you." And I was like, "Right." It's literally in a dresser drawers, and she gave me the top one. And she said, "Yeah, here you go. Look, I've already put some stuff in there for you, some boxes and your socks." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, cheers, thank you very much."
And you still didn't get it?
No. And then she left it, and I think we had an argument later on that day. And well, I've been hinting at you. Oh, wait, I've got your own drawer. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Why
I
didn't
thought
she
it's
just ask you to move in?
She probably didn't want to scare me.
Oh, okay.
She probably wanted just to nudge me towards moving in.
Yeah,
but this was me. I had no intention of moving in whatsoever.
But that doesn't make any sense because I'm a woman and that doesn't... Like, I get what she was doing, but if it's not working, then you just come out right and say it.
What do you mean?
Well, I want you to move in with me.
Well...
Not just hint for a week and then have an argument. That's just pointless.
Yeah, but some people don't know how to... You know, especially if you...
I don't think that's a woman thing.
And we were younger.
I wouldn't do that.
To be fair, we were younger as well. She's probably now, grown up and
I suppose I've got to remember that. I have learnt from mistakes. I've dropped hints before in relationships that they haven't been picked up on and then cried. So, yeah, I get it.
Just ask.
Yeah, just ask.
Just say what you mean.
Yeah.
Say what's on your mind. Really annoys me that I'm very low maintenance. I'm a low maintenance person. I can't handle even any kind of high maintenance. That's why me and you work very well, because you're such a low maintenance girlfriend. You don't need...
I don't like being called a low maintenance girlfriend.
Well, that's a good thing.
I'm just a chill person.
You are very chill. It's very low maintenance. That's what it means.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing, in my opinion. Some people, even blokes, are high maintenance. They have to keep, like... Mm-hmm. You have to, like, just check in with them all the time, mate. You're pretty every single day.
On edge all the time.
On edge all the time. Just ready to go. Just, are we doing this today? We need to... And it's just very... and I think if you push people towards that too much, it ends up doing the opposite effect, where you push that person away. Mm-hmm. And then you end up resenting the time you spend together. Whereas if you just let that person be, you actually want to spend time. You go, actually, let's do something. If you want to spend time with each other, that is.
Definitely, but that's something that you got to learn.
Yeah.
Not everybody... I didn't know that years ago. That the more freedom you give somebody, the more likely they are to want to spend the time with you. I didn't know that.
It's kind of like, when your parents tell you not to do something, you end up doing it, wanting to do it more. It's like the opposite. Yeah. So don't do that. Don't smoke. Like, why?
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs because they're bad. I was like,
they're terrible for you.
Well, now I kind of want to try them. Like, why are you... And then, yeah.
To be fair...
Whereas if chill parents just like...
never, ever stop people from wanting to drink alcohol, take drugs. I don't know why we even bother trying to enforce these laws. No one's ever going to stop taking them. What?
Here we go.
What?
Going down the drug. Like it. Getting political.
No
war on drugs.
We are never going to stop people from taking drugs. We are never going to stop people from drinking alcohol.
We're humans.
Why not protect them? Why not make it legal and tax it all?
Mate, the government will make so much money if they tax it all, but then this is all old news, innit? We know this. Everyone, it's starting to even get around to everyone now.
Change?
Yeah, I think eventually, but not in our lifetime. I think we'll see weed legalized in our lifetime. I don't in our lifetime. No, I don't see other drugs being legalized now, unless there's a massive shift in consciousness, man. But yeah, my stance on it. I think everything should be legalized and regulated.
Yeah.
For a much safer vote for president. Vote for me for president. Take drugs.
Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that.
I'm pointing at the camera saying take drugs.
Dave, stop it.
Don't take drugs, obviously. But also just if I had a child, right, and he said, Dad, I'm thinking about taking drugs. Eddie, it depends what age he was. If he was 12, I'll be like, what? But no, I wouldn't say no. Even if he was 12, I was like, well, no, we're not. I wouldn't do it. No, not when you're 12.
It's not that. You just sit them down and talk to them frankly about it. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I would talk
on
to my
spot
kid
right now.
frankly.
If a kid come up to me and it's like, I'm thinking about taking drugs, I'll be like,
what, a 12-year-old kid came up to you and said, I want to smoke weed? You'd be like, oh my God, no.
Yeah, I think that's my first initial reaction.
My first reaction would be,
whoa.
oh my God, whoa, no, buddy. You haven't finished growing yet. You don't know what you want.
I'll be like, let's have this conversation again at 18.
Yeah.
Even then. Yeah, well, 18, I guess.
Honestly, I think most people are idiots until 25.
Yeah.
I really genuinely
I didn't start growing up till I was like 25, 26.
Yeah.
I'm still not. I'm 32. Look at me.
Yeah. I know. Same.
Still haven't got my shit together. But we're buying a house.
That doesn't mean we got our shit together. It just means we're idiots who are buying a house.
Oh yeah, I said we haven't got our shit together.
We're immature people who are. I don't know. We're not immature.
I'm definitely immature.
We're just different to other people who are our age, from what I can tell.
I don't know.
All the people who are my age at work aren't like me, or you, or our friends. And,
No.
they don't get me.
Trying to think if I've got anybody at work. I can think of one person who's probably one lad, and he's 17. No, I'm joking. There is one lad that I can think of. Yeah,
I can think of someone who was unusual, and I was going to say beat off to his own drum, but that would be the wrong expression.
Okay, wax off to his own drum.
What's the expression? Beats off.
Yeah, you nailed it on there. Beats off to his own drum.
Not beats off to his own drum, is it?
No, you got it. That bloke always beat it off to his own drum. Did what he wanted.
March to his own drummer.
No. It's march to the sound of his own tune or something like that. I don't know. You want about saying like he didn't care what other people thought and he just did. He was being him, essentially.
He was just always himself.
Beat off to the sound of his own drumstick. Whacked off to it.
Yep.
That's what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can think... not bizarre and strange. I don't know. I get on with most people, though, like, normally. But yeah,
I'm not saying I don't get on with people. I'm just saying I don't feel understood by most of the people at work.
Oh, not understood.
Nobody understands me, man.
What are you, fucking 16?
Nobody understands me, man.
You're emo. Are you emo? I'm looking at myself like a peacock in there.
You are.
In the reflection.
Why peacocking so much? Is it because of what happened with this?
Yeah, we've got to keep on top of it. To be fair, like I'm in a mood today. Like even if my gut was out, I'd put it out. I don't care. I got kind of monster around. By the way,
fair, neither do I today.
Punch Monster. Sorry, the pink one. Obviously, don't drink it all the time.
It's vile.
It's fantastic. Don't listen to Leanne. She don't understand.
It's really not good.
It is so nice. But, all right, anybody who likes energy drinks, so nice.
It tastes like pure sugar. A giant can of pure sugar. It's vile.
Sponsor me, Monster Energy. I know you're looking for a sponsor now. Keemstar's been dropped.
Well, I'm not going to sponsor you with me sat next to you going, it's fucking vile.
Well, if Leanne, when I get a sponsor, I hope you don't just like fucking shit on it. Because then they'll drop, be like, thanks, Leanne. They drop me because you shit on it.
We have got sponsors. Gandalf's Pipe, Weed and Seeds. They sponsored today's episode.
Okay, all right.
It's real. Whatever you think becomes reality.
It's real to me, damn it.
Didn't you know that?
What?
That whatever you think becomes reality.
That is fantastic.
Just pop it on a vision board and it will materialise into your life.
It will materialise into your life. What about... I'll just look to my notes.
Mm-hmm.
What about Joe Rogan moving to Spotify?
Yes.
That was big news in the podcasting world. Probably one of the biggest podcasters in the world, if not, well, the biggest, has signed an exclusive deal to Spotify. Now, Joe Rogan's probably the inspiration for even this podcast. Joe Rogan and Chris D'Elia.
He was the one that changed your life.
Joe Rogan changed my life, 100%. I don't want to harp on about it.
You started listening to Joe Rogan podcast.
Legit. And completely changed my mind.
Morphed from a pigeon.
I morphed from a pigeon because of that man, I think. Definitely. He opened up my mind to everything. And he has made an exclusive deal with Spotify to only do the podcast on there. It's going to be a video podcast as well, because normally we think, what, Spotify, it's just audio. But no, they now have video podcasts as well. So I'm going to have to see and get in this action, see how I get the video on there. Pardon me, I'm burping.
It's disgusting.
But yeah, he's moving exclusively to Spotify. And it's weird because he must have got paid such a sum. There's rumours about $100 million.
$100 million.
Wow. And because he always kind of said like Spotify should be, I mean, podcasts should be for everyone and not really locked down in one place. And here he is signing this one place contract.
Podcast exclusive.
I mean, personally, I don't have a problem with it. I think I use Spotify Premium anyway. So I don't get ads or anything like that.
We talked about this, didn't we? And neither of us have got a problem with it, but I know a lot of people do.
Yeah, I
just think it's kicked off.
It's just a weird move because, like, on one hand, I'm fine with it. Like, yeah, I can still get my... As long as his content doesn't suffer, which I don't think it will. But he is going to lose, I think, a big chunk of people. There are a lot of people not happy about it because they're like, well, Spotify is not available in certain countries. So that's a big portion of his audience gone. And I would love to see him talk about it. He hasn't had a guest on where he can kind of converse, not like one of his friends. Recently, he's just had people who he generally wants to interview. Yeah. But I can't wait till he gets a friend on. And I'd like the friend to ask him, like, yo, so this move about Spotify, dude. And then I would like him to explain his thoughts more about it, which he normally does. He normally eventually goes, well, yeah, I did it because this, that, and the other. Because I think it's a smart move.
What else can he say? I did it for them bags.
Did it for the bags, baby. And I don't blame him. If the rumours are true, 100 million, that's you set your kids up. You set your grandkids up. And
let's face it, he is a family man.
He's a family man, yeah. And, you know, his mind might change and he might want to... the thing I can think about it is the argument is maybe he wants to push the Spotify platform as well because he really likes Spotify. Like... I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think of because he wouldn't be all about the money. I know Joe. Because if he was, he would have sold out a long time ago. He would have made deals with other companies he didn't believe in a long time ago. If it was solely about the money,
like a heavily principled man.
Definitely, and I think, he said he's not owned by Spotify. He's just made an exclusive deal with them. The podcast is still going to be the same format, him and Jamie. Maybe another reason as well is because YouTube demonetized his videos because YouTube's got the adpocalypse and just the demonetization. I can't say that word.
What are you saying?
Demonetization. I can't fucking demonetize. Anyway, fucking YouTube basically ad strikes so many people for using even humming a tune. For people who don't understand like the YouTube world, even if I hummed a tune that's popular, I could get copyright strike for this and make no money off this video.
Well, we're not making any money anyway, but...
Not yet. But imagine if this was my revenue and my income, and so many people...
or if you got just like a tiny, tiny snippet of something in a video that you watch, they claim it. Yeah. And they claim all the money from your video.
So that's probably another reason why... Joe could have, because maybe Spotify have some kind of deals where they can show and they won't get demonetized, and he can show clips freely because there's a lot of things he want. Like one of the reasons why I don't show videos on this podcast, I love to go through YouTube videos, but if I ever was to monetize any of my videos and earn revenue, I can't if I show someone else's clip for like 3 seconds. I think it's unfair. I think if you, I mean, what is it? The Fair Rights Act is what Ethan Klein fought for, wasn't it? Like, you're allowed to use snippets of videos. Fair usage. Yeah, fair usage. As long as you don't solely rip it off and use it and re-upload it, then it's fair usage.
Yeah, as long as it's not just someone else's video that you've
just uploaded again.
Uploaded onto your channel.
Yeah. So it's like me taking Joe Rogan's podcast and put it on mine and then claiming money off it. Yeah. Yeah, that's completely wrong. But if you take clips and you want to talk about it and you throw your own spice on it, I think that's fair use. But fucking YouTubers absolutely torn through people's careers who make a living off this and demonetize videos which leave, content creators without essentially a job. There's smarter ways to it, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm not fucking... Anyway, I think there must be more to it than just money with Joe.
I look forward to seeing what it is when he comes out.
And money is a big factor, of course it is, but there must be some other thing going on with Joe. But because people just shit, and understandably so, like, people are getting mad at him.
I mean, I personally, I've got no problem with it. I can see the people's arguments that do.
Well, yeah, imagine if Spotify wasn't available in my country.
Yeah.
God, I'd be so annoyed. I'd be like, Joe, what?
But let's face it, people are going to find a way to watch it.
Yeah, so there's already talks of ripping an RSS feed. There's already talks of it. So, like, podcasting works on an RSS feed where you got one link which distributes to, this is how I distribute this whole podcast through iTunes and stuff like that. It's through one feed, which I update, and then it distributes it out everywhere. If you're exclusive on Spotify, you don't have an RSS feed, but apparently there's ways of getting one through. Yeah, there's already talks of it. People are like, well, I'm just going to rip the RSS feed, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the video podcast isn't available yet on Spotify app on the bloody iPhone or Google phone yet. So I'll be annoyed, like, if I can't see it on my phone.
So you can only watch it on your computer?
Yeah, the Spotify app on Windows. Yeah, do you know what I mean? You start breaking it down. It's like, but they will update that. You'll get the video, available on your phone soon. But it does lock you down to one ecosystem. Mm. So I don't know. I'm in the middle.
If he's looking after his family, if he did it to look after his family, I get it. Totally get it. I do. Maybe
money.
The same thing?
Maybe money was a big factor. Like if they estimated, and some people say more as well.
More than 100 million?
Yeah, there was numbers floating around. 100 million. And the thing is, for people don't understand, like, podcasts, right? Right. So imagine this podcast had the podcast Joe had. If you look on, like, the viewers Joe's had, I think Joe Rogan averages, like, 5 million viewers per... Like, this is just on his YouTube channel. Then that's not including the Spotify, everywhere else that it gets played. So if you're an advertiser, imagine you're a company and you really want to advertise your product. You approach Joe Rogan, and honestly, there's people that paid like, for example, if I was massive, this podcast was massive, and I reached 5 million people, I'd be getting advertisement offers left, right, and centre just to mention a product at the start of the stream. There's companies that pay millions. Literally, just for me to go, say if I had 5 million viewers, and they go, please just mention our fucking, I don't know, dildo package at the start of each month, we'll pay 1 million. I'll be like, okay, I'll do it.
Would you, but you
1 million.
But you're not going to endorse brands that you don't feel passionately about, are you? Or like have terrible...
The number one rule...
track records for...
Because me and my mate Tom, because Tom's very much a numbers person. I feel like I wouldn't be amiss if I said Tom would say, yeah, but you have to say it once, mate, and just, even if you don't, even if it's not what you're about, you do it once and you get that payout. Mm-hmm. And while I agree with that in some aspects, my number one rule is as long as the content doesn't suffer.
Okay. I disagree. I think my number one rule would be, do I believe in it?
That could be tied in with the content, though. Because my content's all about, believing in stuff. So, yeah.
It'd have to be something that I either felt passionate about or thought was a really good product.
Okay, what about, like, if a dildo company come up to you? Specifically, right, you get a sponsor. I
would have to have a look at the dildo.
You'll be like, right, mention these dildos that we got coming out and we'll give you $1 million. Just to say it on at the start of one of your episodes. Hold the dildo up and just go, so-and-so, great product.
Dildo.
For $1 million.
Fine. Yeah, that's funny. I'd shout dildo for £1 million.
Dildo. There'd be a lot of stuff. I'm trying to think what wouldn't I?
I always joke around about Happy Shopper as being like a sponsor, but genuinely, if they did, I'd be like, no. No thanks.
Happy Shopper, if they offered me, 20 grand, and they said, endorse their energy drink.
Absolutely not, because I don't believe in energy drinks.
Oh, well, I do. Would you have to just keep your mouth shut then, by the side of me?
Well,
I believe in
I'd have
energy
to, like
drinks.
You keep telling me this is the Voorny podcast.
And this is the energy. Oh, what am I saying? I was going to say this is the energy drink podcast. I believe in energy drinks, just in moderation.
I don't. Not at all. Not one little tiny bit. There's other ways to get energy. Eat a fucking piece of fruit. Go for a walk. Get some sunlight.
Well, yeah.
Laugh with
But
friends.
that's not the world we live in. I don't feel an obligation. I tell you what I wouldn't do, this smoking ban, like if cigarettes, I think that's a bit too far. I'm like, nah, there's no kind of like good things that can come from cigarettes. Like every now and again, having an energy drink, like that's the first Monster I've had.
Since the last Monster?
When was the last Monster I had though? The Devastation.
Sure, you've had one.
Devastation in moderation.
Week.
No, I haven't. I haven't had a Monster energy drink this week.
I'm sure you have.
Nope. Probably about a month ago. I always get the white one.
You got that all natural energy drink supplement thing, and you kept telling me
fantastic.
how great you felt. Leanne, I feel amazing.
That was fantastic.
I don't get the sluggishness afterwards that I get with an energy drink.
Sneak energy drink, sponsor me.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but it's like £30 a tub.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but it's a good investment because it did last me nearly 2 months.
Yeah. And how much would it cost you? Well,
yeah, but I drink like 2 a month.
That's so bad for you.
Yeah, devastation in moderation. Everything's bad for you. Like
a little of what you fancy does you good.
The pizza which you ate last night is bad for you, but you still ate the slice, didn't you?
No, I didn't eat a whole slice. I took one bite and was like, ugh.
Yeah. No. I was drunk last night.
And that was because I had 5 beers.
I had quite a lot of beers. We've already smashed through half that crate.
I know.
It's bad.
I just got on it last night.
Well, it's Friday, isn't it? It's Friday last night, wasn't it? It's Friday.
Well, I'd been out all day. I didn't get back until like 9:30 at night. And everyone else around me had been drinking and getting pissed up. My sister's fella, Scott, he was leathered, absolutely leathered, just talking nonsense like he does when he's had too much to drink. And, I was going to say, actually, I think Scott would be a good guest for the podcast. Maybe not for the whole show.
What, leathered?
Like,
God, no, because he'll start... When he's leathered, he'll stand up, grab the camera, and he'll just be...
No, I mean, you can't see him, so you'd have to do it from a distance.
I have confirmed it, I guess. I feel like I can...
I just have to mention as well that song that we found last night. The Joris Bonson.
Yeah, Joris Bonson, what's it called? Because I can't play it. Again... YouTube demonetization. I will get taken down.
Sneaky Fox or something on YouTube. If you Google on YouTube,
Joris Bonson.
Joris Bonson Stay Alert remix.
It's fantastic.
It should come up. It's a purple screen, and it's such a good song.
It is fantastic.
PPP for the people who need it.
Yeah, there she goes.
Yeah.
Then you wanted us to do a video back.
Yeah.
Which we weren't gonna do.
I don't know why.
Because it's just like, do you know what I want? If I'm going to do a video back, it's got to be a production. I'm like, right.
That whole,
should we
the horse thing that people were doing, yeah, probably not.
You wanted to do that?
Well, I thought it'd be fun.
For people who are out of context, like your sister drunk got a video of dancing. It's like, send us a video back. And I'm like, I'm not going to do this. It's just dance monkey dance, isn't it?
Anyway, you were saying something before that.
I'll confirm the guest of the podcast is he is a Twitch streamer who's seen success. I won't mention it yet, but I'm going to do some. He's going to be a great guest. I'm going to get in his mind.
Really? When's he on?
Next month, the start of next month sometime. We penciled it in. He's given me the clip. We've been talking back and forth. He's a busy guy. He's rising on Twitch at the minute. He's an English dude, and I was like, it'll be great to talk to him, to be honest, get inside his mind.
That'd be a good one.
He sounds like a really nice chap, so I was like, you know what, I'll get him on. I'm also trying to secure a DJ I won't mention, but he's constantly busy at the minute, and he's got a big following, a DJ / producer, but I'm not going to make any confirmations on him. But yeah, but that should be a great podcast. What are we going to name this podcast, Leanne?
I don't know. Think about it afterwards.
God, we're going to think about it afterwards.
Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about? I'm sure there was something.
There was loads. I've got loads of things.
There was something on the list that I can't remember.
But we're nearly at an hour now, so.
Well, we're not at an hour. What was on the list? There was something that I really wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. So
Yeah, actually, I got something as well.
yeah, I think it's the same thing that I want to talk about.
Which one? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah. So we heard this, and I'm not going to say anything.
Just going back.
Yeah, we're just not going to say anything. We're just going to listen to it.
Okay.
I've been screaming. Let's talk about the immune system. You
Yes.
know, so I literally have not been sick a day basically in 20 years. I mean, not the flu, not a cold, just nothing. And I'm 63. So I'm not saying that arrogantly or proudly. I'm saying it gratefully.
Yep.
That I think there are things that we can do to really build up our immune system. One of the things that I do that kind of makes all my staff laugh is that I routinely bend down with the cows and drink the water out of the cow tank.
Okay, right, discuss.
What?
One thing this was on one of the latest Joe Rogans. He had a farmer on, and he said, one thing I do to build up the immune system is bend down and drink water with the cows.
Water from the cows.
I thought, it's a good point my friend made. He was like, yeah, well, drinking cow udder milk. I was like, no, he's not drinking the cow udder milk, because that actually...
udder milk? It's just cow milk.
Well, cow milk, you know what I mean. Drink it from the teat, straight from the udder. I know that's a bit weird, but apparently that kind of milk is good for you, because it's not been pasteurised or... But this guy's saying he bends down and drinks the water to build up... The water of the cows to build up his immune system. Don't do that. Don't do that. No.
What were we saying when we
Let's
first
just confirm what he's saying one more time. Okay.
It would look like the
Hold on.
Our noses are exuding stuff. Our skin is exuding stuff.
Okay, he's ranting about shit now. Hold on.
He does say a lot of things during the interview, because I was working while we had it on.
Screaming.
And I kept my brain would all of a sudden go, hold up, listen to that. And I'd listen, and he would just say the most...
He said some bizarre things.
Mad shit.
This was the most bizarre thing.
I tell you what...
Being cold, I'm not saying that there are things that we can do to really build up our immune system.
Yeah.
One of the things that I do that kind of makes all my staff laugh is that I routinely bend down with the cows and drink the water out of the cow tank.
No, don't do that. Why are you bending down with the cows? You're not a fucking cow. Like, one thing I like to do is, what did you say?
I said, one thing I like to do is I like to strip completely naked, write all over myself with calligraphy ink. And then I go down and I roll around in the cow shit.
And then I eat my own feces. And it just is great, It's great for the immune system. Fair play, you vomit every now and again and you need to the point of dying. But, hey, my immune system is great.
Yeah.
Maybe we're wrong.
Probably. It's
You fucking
you've
weirdo.
got to expose yourself. You've got to expose yourself to things
but
to build up immunity.
Don't drink the water from the cow.
Drinking the water from the cows,
Leanne,
not.
If you was feeding the cats and then I bent down and started licking from the cat bowl, and you were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'd be like, "Building up my immune system." You'd be like, "Okay," and you'd divorce me.
Well,
You'd get me out of the house. I'm a mad person.
Yeah, I'd call for help. I'd call for help. I'd be like, "Oh, Dave's not well,"
and you'd be right. You'd be like, no.
If I came downstairs in the morning and found you outside licking the outdoor paving slabs, or like licking the toilet bowl,
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Oh, he's lost his mind. He's had a
not
break.
well.
He's had a mental break. Time to leave. He's had a mental episode.
Where's my suitcase?
He's had a mental break.
Yeah, I'd be worried about you.
So one thing I like to do is...
But he says mad shit the whole way through. And you're like, the more he says the mad shit, you're like, maybe don't drink the water anymore, mate.
Yeah, just stop, bro.
Stop it.
Maybe don't drink, cow water. How about that?
Yeah.
Just don't drink, just... Take some vitamins or something, supplements. That'll do your immune system great. Yeah. Don't bend down with the cows and start drinking the fucking water, you mental person.
I stroked the cows yesterday. It was fabulous.
Fabulous. Right, I think we're going to leave it there.
Yes, going to leave it on the note. Please don't bend down with the cows and drink the water.
Yep, you insane person. Joel Salatin.
A nice guy, though.
Nice guy, though, yeah.
Good interview.
It was a good interview. But yeah, check me out on all my socials, /Voorny, everything, Google VOORNY. I'm sure you can find me everywhere. Remember, thank you for rating and review the show, whoever's doing that, by the way, on iTunes. We've got about 8 ratings now. Well, and somebody must be doing it, I don't know about. So thank you for that. If you haven't rated the show, rate and review the show yet on iTunes, give us a little cheeky review.
Rate it 1 star.
Yeah, she does it every time. Thank you very much, Leanne. You've got to get trolls out there that's going to do that. Fantastic. But yeah, it'll be awesome. Until the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye from me also.